Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So I am here today to share a few Homeworx candles. I only have 4, so I don't have a ton of time, so I figured this would be a quick video that I could do and still share some things, and I have a ton of videos to film. So let's get to it. Okay, I only have 4 candles. I don't even know like if these were released for something. Like initially I was like, oh, Christmas in July, but that dropped after these. So I don't know what these are, but nonetheless, don't care what collection they're part of. I thought they would be nice. So I have a 3-wick. Let's get it out of the way. I wanted this in a 4-wick, but it was sold out. It's berry trifle. I feel like everyone is on their berry trifle kick, saying how good it is now that they've like emptied it out and stuff. Specifically, the last person I watched, well, a lot of people talk about it, but Hyatt's Vicky had just finished it very recently. And I'm like, look, we have similar preferences. Mr. Kong's mom, same situation. But Vicky was like, this scent is so good. And so I was like, oh, if I'm already placing an order, I should get it. They didn't have any 4-wicks. I just got a 3-wick. So, whatevs. And I definitely do think it smells good. It smells like a light bakery, but what I mean by that is like icing, frosting-esque type bakery, not like deep, heavy pie crust. Maybe like a borderline cake, but a light and fluffy cake. So let's read the notes. The notes are raspberries, wild blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, all the berries, vanilla pound cake, and grand mariner sauce. Is it Marriott? I've heard so many people pronounce this. I don't know. Okay, don't even worry about it. I feel like I do get a mix of all the berries. Like it doesn't smell like strawberry, blueberry. Like it smells like a lot of different fruits going on. But the bakery part of it is so good. The lid smells more fruity. That could mean anything. Obviously, unburned. This is cold sniffs only. I like the bakery aspect of it. It reminds me of a strawberry pound cake-esque candle. You have the fruits, you have the bakery. They're blended somewhat equally, and so it's not just like, we'll toss you a fruit and for the bakery lovers, we'll just sprinkle in a little bit of bakery. Like, I feel like they blend together well, so you get both aspects. We'll obviously see how it burns. I feel like because this is not a 4-wick, I could maybe do it in my bathroom without it being completely overwhelming. So, okay, let's move on to the 4-wicks. I picked up cinnamon apple honey. So, I'm hoping this isn't like so intense cinnamon, but oh, this is fall. This is good. This is apple cinnamon. Like, this is 100% apple cinnamon apple, whatever you want to say. Am I getting honey? I don't know if I would say without reading the name that I would say honey. Notes are harvest apple, yes. Cinnamon stick, yes. Clover honey and autumn berries. I do feel like there's maybe something more than apple going on, so I get the berries. Now that I've read it, maybe I feel like I pick it out. Initial first sniff though, cinnamon apple. I do feel like once I'm like focusing, like what else do I really smell? It's probably more than apple. It's also not, it's not a light scent. It's kind of heavy and deeper, which makes sense to be not just apple, because I feel like apple sometimes can be a little bit lighter of a fruit in the sense that it's not like such a heavy scent. Not light in strength, but like heaviness. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I would say I get honey though, but I am getting, while I do get cinnamon, and it's warm cinnamon, it's not spicy cinnamon, but it's definitely got a little bit of something to it, I think, but there's a hint of sweetness, which could be a combo of the cinnamon and the honey potentially. So I feel like this is a decent representation, but I don't know about the honey. Like, I feel like what's in the jar more so than, which I'm sure the honey is what's in the jar. But if this was a drink, I feel like that more accurately represents than maybe the honey. But anywho, I'm a fan. I feel like that's a fairly generic fall type scent, which is kind of why I went for it. I didn't want anything like too spicy or anything that realm. So yeah. Okay, you know I couldn't go wrong with this one. Well, I'm hopeful, but coffee shop. I love a coffee, and I've been on my coffee kick. So we have appropriate colored wax there. Oh, I can already smell it. Okay, I'm getting coffee. I want to say chocolate. Is the wax color influencing me? A part of me wants to say like a graham cracker or a pastry, which would make sense, I guess, if it's the whole coffee shop, pastry vibes. That's like in the background. I also feel like I'm getting a hint of like when coffee has almost a fruitiness about it sometimes when you smell it. I'm getting a hint of that. Okay, we have roasted coffee beans, vanilla syrup, steamed milk, and nutmeg. Interesting. No chocolate, according to the notes. Like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if I'm being influenced by the color. And now that I know the notes, maybe a combo of that is the nutmeg, which I felt like was like the chocolate and the pastry-esque. I want to say graham cracker, but it's really specific. This is a lighter, once again, not heavy coffee scent. I feel like this is maybe light to medium. Like you could do it now and not be overwhelmed. But I feel like it would transition nicely into fall winter because something in there is a little bit maple syrupy. That really probably turned some people off, but like it's light feeling, kind of like an iced coffee would be light feeling, but there's something in the background that's giving like a heavier hot coffee on fall day. And maybe it's because it's been packaged with these fall candles that it's giving me a little bit of fall, but I feel like this one I could do right now and not be like completely overwhelmed by. I'm curious. I don't know. I'm always happy to have another coffee scent. So, okay. This is the main reason I placed an order. So hopefully best for last. She is sugared apple churro. I'm a sucker for a churro. I feel like everybody has been releasing something churro scented and I have smelled zero, and I'm really wanting to get my nose in something churro. Look at this packaging. Could you just deliver these to me? That would be amazing. They look so tasty. I have really high hopes. Great colored wax once again. Okay. Oh, I can smell it. Okay, I'm getting apple. I'm getting a hint of bakery. It's reminding me of when you walk into like the bakery type shop at an apple orchard. Am I getting churro? I think I'm searching, almost getting a hint of that like fried hot cider donut-esque smell because I'm searching. I feel like if I didn't know this was called sugared apple churro, I'd probably just say sugared apple because it really smells like a very sweet apple. Not necessarily churro. Okay, let's give it a minute while we read the notes. Warm apples. I don't entirely agree with that. Cinnamon sugar, vanilla caramel, toast churro. Maybe this is why. That's a lot of bakery combined with apple. I feel like maybe that's toning the apple down quite a bit, because this is not an overwhelming apple, honestly. This is like a very, not lightly scented once again, but like apple orchard, but not teeth in the apple, just like they're around you. It's not, you wouldn't smell it and be like apple churro. I feel like it's almost like apple sauce in the sense that it doesn't have a lot of fragrance. This one also might just need like to be burned. I feel like the hot cider donut, like you gotta kind of get it going and then you're like, whoa, it's a churro. It's a sugar donut. I feel like when I warm it up with my finger, the spices start to come out a little bit more, so that makes me hopeful. But warm apples, if I was just looking at the scent notes and the first note was warm apples, that makes me think I'm gonna get like a warm apple cider type apple, like an apple and an apple crisp. This is like apple peels. Interesting. I'm hopeful for this one. I'm not counting it out. Is it my favorite on cold sniff? I honestly think the berry trifle's my favorite on cold sniff, which, I mean, I feel like is not a surprise, but I am a sucker for a fall scent, and we got the churro, so I feel like the churro one should be my favorite. But I feel like maybe now it smells a little more cinnamony. I might have to just give these time. They just got delivered today. So I'm hopeful for this one. Let me know if you're curious about any of these. Let me know if you picked any of these up. I did not get any Christmas and July scents because I knew I had these on the way. And I really didn't intend to get these. But once I saw the churro scent, I was like, I can't not get the churro scent. So it better live up to its expectations. So that's everything I have for this Homeworx haul. Like I said, I have a couple more videos coming. I definitely have a Rose Girls haul. I definitely have my Kringle fall release first impressions. And then I have some other things to do, of course. I think I need to film an empties video pretty soon. So all of those things happening. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.